This is a simple example of how to raise a training video using a free piece of software called Cam Studio, which is one of many available on the market. To create a new sales order, click on the sales order entry application. Opens up a dialog for entering either orders or inquiries. Tab through and change the order type to an order rather than inquiry. Hit return. You get the order header field entry. Select the appropriate branch. I'll leave this in a Coventry at the moment. Into the customer field, you can put a part key in or go for a lookup. Hit the tab key, it bounces you into lookup anyway, and you can select from a list. I'll put a customer order number in, as if I really would. Then enter through. I could select alternative deliver to addresses. In this case, I've got a couple of addresses set up, so we'll select the second one. Tab through to the due date. Due date defaults through from a system setting based 3 days hence, but we can change that if we want to by opening up the calendar dialog and selecting a different date. We'll put this one in August, Tuesday, August 4th. Accept that date, and then Alt-C or use your mouse to enter into the item screen. Again, you can use a part key entry for the product, and that'll give you a list of UB203, various items that sit underneath that list. I can expand that screen somewhat to show you more information. Hit return. It drags more information about the product in. This line here tells us that in stock we have 14 4s and 12 2s, 78 pieces 14 4, 105 pieces of 12 2, and gives us a bit more information about incoming material and the amount of allocated material against each of these product lines. We can either select one of these with a mouse, hit return, and bring the information down into the dimension field here, or we could have entered the dimension manually in the length field. The view on the header now switches to a slightly expanded view. That tells us again the 78 14 4 pieces of PRD, which means product in stock. It also tells us that we've got an outstanding purchase order on this line in green, 252 pieces due the 11th September and at a price of £589 a tonne. And it also gives us this yellow line here, which shows sales history for this product. For this customer, we sold it to them on the 10th of July. We made a margin of 21.47%. We sold them 2 pieces at 723 kilos. Enter a selling quantity. That can be either in tons or, as in this case, I'll change that to pieces. Calculates a weight for the number of pieces based on this length. And we've got a price book set up, simple price book set up in the background, which gives me a selling price of £750 a tonne. If I don't want to sell it by the tonne, sell it by the piece, I can change my sold unit of measure to pieces and then just simply put in what sort of profit I want to make. If I put in 30%, it recalculates the price per piece and tells me I'm going to make £273 of profit on the job, or thereabouts. If I want to make more profit, £400, hit the tab key. It recalculates now a margin of 38.52% and a price of £346 per piece. If I decide I want to make that £350 per piece, which is a nice round number, it recalculates my margin again and the total revenue that I'm going to make out of the sales order line. Save the item. Click on the save item icon, and it appears in the panel above as a summary, and I'm into entering any other additional items that I would like to. Thank you very much for listening.